I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith.
What's going on, guys? It's Eddie here. Today we're talking about who Simps Smith. I'm going to let some of my favorite content creators do the talking. Let's get into the video. Darius M.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Love will make you do crazy things. Oh, guys, when I first saw the clip, I personally thought it was fake. If you look at Chris Rock, look like he's leaning into the slap, like he's anticipating Will Smith get ready to smack him across his face, but that's for a different video. Let's just assume it's real. Let's roll with the punches. Will Smith wanted a better outcome in the court of public opinion. Now, what do I mean by that? Will Smith's manhood was being stripped. He was being heckled on so many different platforms. Actors, entertainers, people was weighing in on him. All type of people was doing videos about him, Jada Pinkett Smith, August Alsina, that entanglement, and Tupac, that whole red table talk. And he looked at it, he said, man, this is not good for my reputation. This is not good for my career. On top of that, I'm losing my family. I don't want to lose my wife, Jada. And he really genuinely loves Jada. He said this. But here's the thing. Jada Pinkett Smith still desires and still lusts after Tupac, after August Alsina, and all type of whoever entanglements that we don't know about. See, it doesn't feel good as a man when your wife still wants another man or other men who aren't even as successful as you, who are deceased, in the case of Tupac for decades, who doesn't make as much money as you, and you're sitting there wondering, looking, what could I have done differently? I mean, why doesn't my wife desire me like she desires another man or this guy or that guy? Why me? So what happened was everybody was talking crap about Will Smith. Basically, in every room, he was the butt of every joke. People kind of pointing and looking like, man, you let your wife do that to you? She did that, she did that. I mean, she's just stripping your manhood, your spine right out of you. So what are you gonna do? So this is the perfect time for Will Smith to say, you know what? I'm gonna declare my love for my woman, number one. And number two, I'm gonna show everybody, I'm gonna show the world how tough I am. And who better to do it against? Chris Rock. He's a little skinny, scrawny guy. I mean, he's no threat. So the fact that he smacked Chris Rock like it's, you know, a big deal and everybody's like, oh man, really? You go on stage and you act out a character like that? Here's the funny thing. He might have won some brownie points in the court of public opinion. Everybody's like, woo, you love your wife. And he's sitting on stage crying, snot coming out of his nose. It's just ridiculous. But here's the thing, he will never truly win his woman's heart. Jada Pinkett Smith, he will, listen, it will never work out in the long run. I can see Jada Pinkett Smith divorcing Will Smith within 3 to 5 years.
The highlights daily. This is one of my favorite content creators.
What is going on, man? Comedy is dying, man. If not, it's already dead. Because in these politically correct times, a good joke can get you canceled. And now, you might get smacked in the face by someone that became world famous by doing comedy. Man, I'm really disappointed because I wanted Will Smith to win an Oscar one day. And after concussion, I thought he had his run. It was not gonna happen for him. And with this nomination, I thought, this is it. This is exactly what this man needs after all that bad publicity. We can finally focus on what this man is great at. Well, unfortunately, a different story is trending. Now let's see what we can learn from this. Now it's time for us to dive into this and do what we have to do. Because we man, we. This is Chris Rock. This is what he does. He's a comedian, and when he's on stage, he will most likely roast people. Matter of fact, he hosted the Oscars before, and he also mentioned Jada and Will.
Spike got mad, and Sharpton got mad, and Jada went mad, and Will went mad. Everybody went mad. You know, it's quite like Jada got mad. Jada says she's not coming. protesting. I'm like, is she on a TV show? Jada's gonna boycott the Oscars. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
This is the problem with this whole situation. Listen to Will.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to.
Will Smith said, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth." If you had a problem with Chris Rock joking about your wife, why didn't you let him know up front? Yo, Chris, I prefer you don't roast my wife or anything at the Oscars, okay? You can joke about me, but my wife and family are off limits. I'm pretty sure Chris Rock would have respected that. Will Smith walks towards Chris Rock, and Chris isn't worried. He has his hands behind his back, and the crowd is laughing because Will Smith is also known for doing comedy. So you expect something funny to happen, and
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Chris Rock is shocked, and everybody in that room was shocked. Security thought it was a joke. If this was a woman, this would happen.
How can you slap? How can you slap? How can she slap?
Everybody would jump to her rescue, and Will Smith would not be sitting there shouting and cursing. Was this a show? Nope. This is for real, and Will takes another L. Why?
Why?
Because he is in an LL situation, and I'm not talking about LL Cool J. I'm talking about a lose-lose situation. Now listen to this.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
A G.I. Jane joke. Look at G.I. Jane. She cut her hair in the movie because she was competing with male soldiers. It's a movie. Jada Pinkett is an actress, and Jada Pinkett is wearing a similar hairdo. It was a good joke. Now some people will be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Her hairstyle is like that because she has alopecia. That's not funny. Janice, alopecia.
Alopecia areata is a common autoimmune disorder that often results in unpredictable hair loss. In the majority of cases, hair falls out in small patches around the size of a quarter. For most people, the hair loss is nothing more than a few patches, though in some cases it can be more extreme.
Chris Rock wasn't joking about cancer. He was not even joking about alopecia. He associated her hairstyle with G.I. Jane and said she could be G.I. Jane too. It's Chris Rock that said it. It's a joke. Let's take it a step further.
Now at this point I can only laugh.
What did you say?
Now at this point I can only laugh.
I can't hear you.
Now at this point I can only laugh. Now y'all know I've been struggling with alopecia and just all of a sudden one day, look at this line right here. Look at that. Look at that. And so it just showed up like that. Now this is gonna be a little bit more difficult for me to hide. So I thought I'd just share it so y'all not asking any questions. But you know, Mama's gonna put some rhinestones in there. And I'm just gonna make me a little crown. That's what Mama's gonna do.
You were a strong woman because you showed the world that you were struggling with hair loss. You were not wearing wigs. You were gonna own it and let the world know that a little alopecia was not gonna stop you from being the strong woman that you are. But Mama can't take a joke. Nope. Let's take it another step further.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
So the Bachelor, I like this guy. He's usually always on point on most of the topics. Let's check out his views.
Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. It's making all the rounds today. Everybody's doing a video on this, so I'm not going to dwell too deeply into Chris Rock gets slapped by Will Smith during the Oscars. And while some are saying it's staged, if you look at how Chris Rock kind of responded, you could tell it got him off his game. I have the video. I'm going to play it. We're going to talk about it for a minute. But the real topic that I think is important, and there is a big takeaway here, is that Chris Rock handled it like a professional. He moved on with the show. And basically, Will Smith made himself look like a simp. Now, his wife has admittedly had an open relationship, although I'm not quite sure Will knew it at the time. And she admits to have slept with some rapper that's her son's age, that I guess the family was helping take care of or mentor or something. I didn't get all into it because, quite frankly, I don't care about anybody in Hollywood. They're a bunch of narcissistic weirdos. But we're going to watch the video, and then here's the thing that I think is important, is that by Will Smith showing his emotions and showing how upset he is over the situation and, quote, standing up for his wife who has stepped out on him multiple times, well, it's not turning out so great for Will. So let's quickly watch the video, and we'll talk about it.
Oh, Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Now, that was the joke right there. You can see she's not pleased. But if you look at Will Smith's face, he's laughing at the joke. All right? He's laughing and having a good old time at it. That was the joke, by the way. Now, apparently she has alopecia, they say, so she has hair loss. However, you can see she does have hair on the top of her head, and a lot of women will wear wigs. Maybe Chris Rock doesn't know she has alopecia. She just shaved her head, and that's all he knows. Doesn't matter either way, but Will, you can see here, laughed at the joke. So he thought it was funny. And obviously, between then and the incident, she probably told him, go do something about that. He hurt my feelings.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Now, up to this point, I could see where people would say, oh, that was staged and that was fake. I would have thought it would have been, too. Because, you know, it's all a laugh and everything else. It's Hollywood doing its thing. However, this is the next part that, number one, told me that it wasn't real because he cursed, and the Oscars, as they know, are televised. So he wouldn't have done that, number one. And number two, you can see Chris Rock's reaction and the audience's reaction. And if this were fake, it flew over like a lead balloon.
Name out your fucking mouth.
Wow.
And he looks like he's going to cry right here. He looks like he's going to cry right here.
Dude,
Yes.
it was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
So and let me, I'll just finish it, I guess, so you can see Chris's reaction. Chris reacted like a pro.
Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out.
And he continued on. And my mad props to Chris Rock for just rolling ahead with it. But a simple joke about a movie, you know, his wife being in G.I. Jane 2. G.I. Jane was the original. Actress had Demi Moore had her head shaved. That was it. And Chris handled this like a pro. And Will Smith lost his S. He lost his crap on stage. And the reason why this is important is because it makes Will Smith look stupid, over emotional. It makes him look weak. And some people are like, "Oh, you have to defend your wife's honor." No, you don't. It was a joke and if a joke upsets you this much, don't go to the event. Don't, because they do have rehearsals. And I'm sure the joke was told at rehearsals, and I'm sure Will knew about it then. Again, remember, he laughed when the joke first was told. Again, you can come back here and you can see him. You can see him. Let me put it back here. You can see him laughing. So he didn't take it too serious right here. Jada didn't like it, though. So what happened right after this? Well, immediately, Cock and Will Smith both started trending at the same time. And you can see this actually has 22,000 tweets, where Will Smith has 62,000 tweets for winning the best actor for his role. So he does this, and then half an hour later, he wins an award and comes up on stage and says he'd like to apologize to the Academy, but he didn't apologize to Chris Rock. And so the rest of the trending after that, this hit the the Jack Murphy beard on Will Smith's face. This hit the internet about 15 minutes later. And of course this, when dudes bang your wife, he's laughing. When dudes joke about your wife, and he's got the red eyes. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because here's another good instance of losing your emotions, not having stoicism.
And my favorite, these are my guys. These are the guys who are like my #1 channel on the internet. Yeah, on YouTube. Fresh and Fit. Yes.
There we go.
Clarify.
Yeah, but they were married, so it's okay. What about you?
I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen enough of it to know that it was a massive L for Will and that he should have broken up with her like in the middle of that goddamn interview and walked off set. The moment shit came out of her mouth, he should have been like, screw you, here's your ring, see ya, I'm out.
Oh my God.
He really should have done that, like instantly. That saved some goddamn face. But now he's in this situation.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's 20 plus years of marriage though. You don't
Don't
just
care.
walk out
Don't
of
care.
that.
Gone. You fucked up. Out.
And that's the
Done.
And I
conversation.
feel like it's publicly too. Like that's
Exactly.
more of an
Well,
embarrassment.
That's what makes it worse, and that's what allows room for
She
people to make.
embarrassed him publicly.
Yeah.
By even doing that.
Yeah.
That could have been a private conversation
That's
and
what I'm
saved some
saying.
face.
Mhm.
But she decided to just drop him in it. He might as well save some face, show some balls, and try to like at least drop her in her back.
Yeah.
During the middle of that live. It's one chance to kind of save some face.
Yeah. They should have never even done the fucking talk.
At all.
You cheated. Your shit's at the road. You're fucking trash. Get the
Go
fuck out.
Bam.
I'm
That's
a
how it's
fucking
gotta be.
superstar. You're not shit. You rode me on my coattails for a career, and you fuck some dude. Dude, we don't need to look up August. You fuck some dude. You're out. I'm Will motherfucking Smith.
Bam.
Okay. You know what Rollo would say? He'd say Alpha fucks Beta Bucks. Tupac and August. What are they? And then what is Will? Get your shit and get the fuck out. Because last time I checked, I'm Will Smith, and I can replace you with 30, 20-year-olds. Get the fuck out.
Sheesh. That's
The end.
1,000%.
And here's the deal. If she doesn't know that, she will cheat on you.
Gotcha.
If a woman, look, you know how I said respect equals love? It's actually, respectfully, fear equals respect equals love. Because if she does not think you can replace her, if no woman wants a man that no other woman wants, respectfully.
Yep.
So if she thinks she can cheat on you and you stay, does she really respect you? No, she's gonna go sleep with Tupac or August or whoever. It's completely Will's fault. And I think the only reason they did that talk is because she has such a power over him that they need to make her look good and say it was an entanglement. They're gonna talk it out. Fuck that shit. Shit's at the road.
Wow.
Damn.
So,
I'm fired up. Yo, definitely there needs to be some goddamn beheadings because what she did was extremely. And shout out to our boy Andrew. He broke this down how if someone needs to send her to the Middle East or something like that because that was some fucking ridiculous shit.
Andrew would be
in my country. We stoned
haram.
We stoned them.
Screaming haram.
Yo, just so you know, Justin, you're invited to all the barbecues because you're one of us now. There you go.
No, but no, real talk.
But fresh, he pull all the girls, man. Relax, man.
The take away from all this is, men, don't be a captain, save a 304. Being a captain, save a 304 doesn't make you look like a tough guy or this super guy. It just makes you look like a super simp. In this case, this guy is a cuck. There's nothing more embarrassing than a man who's a cuck. My favorite content creators have already done the talking. So, all I'm gonna say is, Will Smith just has to let go of that lady. I don't know why he's still with her. I don't know if he's scared of losing half of his money or what. But the dude is good looking, he can get anybody out there. But he's stuck with this odd 304 who's just been depressing him for some time. He just needs to man up and cut his losses and start afresh. So, Will Smith, get up, dust up, go win.